And off we go from Denver. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get made.
You're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steelers 1st down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. On the give, it's Warren. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st down, Steelers.
A handoff for Warren. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Nix from the shotgun. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now it's Rodgers. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Off the bootleg. Here's Nix. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well,
and from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Nix to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Nix to the air. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw, here's Nix. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll run it. One. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the run, it's Warren. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now a run with Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
The Steelers will line up.
Rodgers will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 7. First down, Steelers.
Here's Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Warren will try the right side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Boswell's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Chris Boswell.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them,
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And off we go from Denver. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Broncos.
So now after the opening kickoff is brought back, the offense is going to take the field for the first time, but it'll be for a two-point conversion. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
3rd and 15.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Texans first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans first down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Showing 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Mixing up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal. And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket. Throwing Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Nix once more. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Nix looking to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud will look to throw once more. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the Texans first down.
Here's Stroud. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Lutz is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So halftime now here on, well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Texans first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Stroud working out of the gun. And the Broncos get there and take him down. John Franklin Myers collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All right.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, it's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal, Houston.
Stroud looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Stroud out of the gun here. And down his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank down. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And bulldozing his way through. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now
To the right side and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Pass incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Stroud now to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line.
A gain of 7.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a gain of
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Texans' 43-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Nix to the air. Open man right side is Ingram. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He'll look to throw. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
For the Broncos field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Stroud and the Texans down by 2, a little under 50 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Texans first down. A gain of 12. First down, Texans.
All right.
Now Stroud. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost him the football game.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a...
kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try and do this himself. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
9 yards. First down, Houston.
A handoff to Mixon. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
9 yards. That's another Texans first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Texans.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stroud. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They held on to the...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now out come the Steelers. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
For us Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud looking to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Rodgers. That one down the field for Freiermuth. And he's got it inside the 10. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Rodgers now to throw. And here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go, let's go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
All right. 18. Let's go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They toss it to Warren. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. And this is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those.
And now off to the races down the right side. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 66 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A short one there to Fryermuth. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Danielle Hunter able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a give to Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Stroud back to throw. And that will be incomplete. That close on third down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them, because that might very well be all the points they need.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. We've seen him do this many times in green and gold. Now he'll try to do it in black and gold. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers down by 9, 50 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 5.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off by half of what they needed. They got the late touchdown, could not secure the 2-point conversion, and this remains a 2-point game here in the closing stages.
The onside kick is recovered by the Texans.
Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that anytime you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off of it.
And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Nix once more. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Evan Ingram, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. They'll try and throw for it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Nix. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he's down to the 12. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Nix to the air. And he's got it. And the Broncos are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
To throw is Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Back to the air with Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Warren. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Jalen Warren, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Nix to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun is Nix. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going, hits Nix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And a quick throw here that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Back to throw. Rodgers. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 9, 56 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Keanu Benton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing Nix. Able to find Mims. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. In Sunday night prime time, he's off and running. Marvin Mims now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing him out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for the next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. He was 29, by the way, and he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. He'll have a small gain up to about the 32. And stop coming from Henry To'o. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
32-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Play made by E.J. Speed.
It's a gain of 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That goes as a 4-yard pickoff, and it gets him a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Ooh, the cookie. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
9 yards. First down, Broncos.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Over set. Ready. Right here, right.
On first down, it's Nix. That's him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, they need 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and we see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Travis hit, the ball is out. And the Broncos corral it. It's a foot race. The 50. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And what a way to begin the scoring. Broncos, they take it back for the touchdown. The Broncos get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans, nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Strad to throw on 1st down. He misfired on on that one. It's behind his man. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And it sets up second down. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
On the quick, right?
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. One quarter away so far. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. Stroud throwing here on first. Offense is out there and ready to get things going again. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves. Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He'll have the first down and even more. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 22 out of that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They go play action with Stroud. He tucks it and takes off. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
From the gun, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And they take this in for the score. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Mims. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Because it's 3rd down.
Nix now to throw. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Broncos.
Once more, it's Nix. They try to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll throw again. Nix. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the right hash. This is going to be a 51-yarder. At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sertan has it. And the Broncos will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First, he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return.
Oh, it's a fake. They're throwing. And the defense sees right through those smoke and mirrors and take him to the turf. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Broncos. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Pierce now on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive.
All right. Tony.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he's tackled for no gain.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Looking underneath here to Mixon. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right. 18.
Stroud off of play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. Nice gain there on 2nd down before they get to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 2nd down.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Here's Stroud now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down and 15.
3rd and long for him here. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets 6 following that penalty to bring up second down and 9 now.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Play action with Nix. That's incomplete on second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's the fake. Here's Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Looking to throw. Got a man. Vele has it. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Nix to throw again. And the defender comes away with it. And the Texans will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Stroud. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. We've set it downs from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First and 10, around to Mixon. Galloping inside the 40. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. We've reached the end of the third on Sunday Night Primetime. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the fourth. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone.
Here we go.
In the red zone now. On the move, headed right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Chased out to his right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here comes the Bronco offense. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Throwing here, Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to Troy Franklin. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw it. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. That's low and bounces short of his man. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Short pass brought in. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Broncos trail by 8. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll take this one off to his running back, complete. Wow, and he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's 3rd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He's got Sutton complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut it to just 2 late in the game. They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it.
The Broncos
Back to throw. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. That was the play they needed. Now gotta hope your defense or special teams can come through and get you that football back.
And the sooner the better, too, because time is not their friend. They always have the onside kick to bail them out, but after that, it might be time for this D coordinator to crank up the aggression meter, and you know every one of these defenders will be attacking the ball.
Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last second.
Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Picked off, Brandon Jones! And the Broncos take over with a chance to win this game.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. And with time left, already inside of field goal range, they can really go for the win however they choose here. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Forced out to his right. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Barrios now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Alert the hot, alert the hot.
He'll look to throw it. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got 1 hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. From the gun, Stroud. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Damian Pierce now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. And he drives it up to the 24. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both tote the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Into the hands of Schultz. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's some great field position.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Rodgers off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is first and goal. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. That's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Back to Warren. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Pierce now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by turbulence.
On him quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
It's his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. And he's hauled down there for the sack on the final play of quarter number 1. We're to the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And they got, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Brought in. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Counterplay here, Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Third and goal.
Looking for it with Warren. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. Rogers. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Texans, nothing. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Set to return. This is Braxton Berrios. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Rogers. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
21. Texans, nothing. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Berrios now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break.
At 18, what's that?
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Air it out on 3rd. And the incompletions continuing to stack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as the defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. Still failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. On line, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. So we've reached halftime, Brock. Oh, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Cordero Patterson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Rodgers from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. They knock it away again, and a couple of good reps in coverage have brought up 3rd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Completes it downfield to Kirk. But he is down to the 30-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Escapes the pocket. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
3rd and 13.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's that?
Here he goes. 3rd and long. This one quickly to Dell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A 33-yard attempt.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. They're going to throw. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. Third and 4 coming up now. To throw is Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And this one doesn't go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Rolling from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
South, 118.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Incomplete.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Rodgers. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes 3, and on and on. You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
4th down now, Rodgers connects on the crosser. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Result
The
of
Texans
play
set up
is a
nicely as they
turnover
come up to the
on
line, 1st and 10.
118. What's up?
Stroud off the play fake. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
How's the snap? 118.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Low finding his back, Mixon. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 8 yards on the play. The game will be a 1st down, Texans.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
118. What's up?
From the gun, Stroud. On the move, hit it right. He's keeping it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this up.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Already.
Stroud. He rolls to his right. Taken in by Kirk right side. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Stroud. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one.